Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is April, and in today's video I have a very long overdue video. I'm going to be trying out some of the products that I bought during the Sephora sale. I know it was back in April. I'm barely doing this video for you guys. We had a lot going on. We had the Sephora sale, and then after that was my birthday, and then me and my husband, we took off for a little mini vacation. Then we came back, and then everything just went downhill from that. I had so much stuff to do after we came back, and then I got sick, and it was a whole ordeal. But I wanted to go ahead and do this video for you guys. Some of the products I have already tested out off camera, and some of them I just barely tried on for the first time today. This is the look that we are doing. I do have a Dior eyeshadow palette to try in today's video. I have the new Urban Decay Face Bond foundation. I have the Fenty highlighters, YSL lipstick. So much products that we are going to try out in today's video. But before we get into today's video, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, I would love if you would subscribe to my channel. Okay guys, I am going to start with eyeshadow first. I am going to speed this part up. I'm going to let you guys watch, but I'm not going to talk about it just because I don't really feel like it. I am kind of glad. I've heard that people are not really into eyeshadow these days. Personally, I'm not really into eyeshadow. 99.9% of the time, I am not wearing eyeshadow off camera just because it's an extra step that I don't want to have to deal with. I'm usually on the weekends have to like hurry up and get out the door, so that is one thing that I don't usually do. But you gotta let me know in the comments down below. Do you guys still like to do eyeshadow? Is it in? Is it out? Let me know. I definitely love to know. But I am going to use the Dior Backstage Smoky Essential Eye Palette. It just looks like this. Now, I do have another one in my collection that I've used that I did not love. It is a green one. I forgot exactly what it's called. But this one I think I could love a little bit more just because I think this one has more mattes than the other one. I don't think the green one had mattes if I'm not mistaken, and if it did, it only had one maybe. But this one, I definitely like the color story. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll tell you which colors I plan on using, and then we will do an eye look. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with this color up here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that all in the crease, and then I'm going to probably take this color right here and put it a little bit lower, and then fluff it all over in the crease as well. And then I'll probably try to deepen it up in the outer corner with this black, and I'm going to try to use this color for something, I don't know what yet. And then I want to do an eyeliner probably with this color maybe, or maybe even this darker color. I don't know, we will see, but that is the plan with this eyeshadow palette. Real quick, let me tell you guys what I did on my eyes. I just went ahead and I used the MAC Painterly Paint Pod for a eyeshadow base, and then I did go ahead and I set it with this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Flawless powder, just the white one, just because these were the two things that were closest to me. So I did go ahead and prime my eyes with these two products. So yeah guys, let's go ahead and get a eye look going with this Dior palette. Okay guys, this is what the eye is looking like so far with the Dior Backstage Smoky Essentials palette. What do we think? I actually really like the way this turned out. I like this palette way more than the green one that I got. I will definitely use this a lot more. So let me go ahead and tell you what I did. I did do what I said I was going to do. I started off with this shade right here. I will put the names up here because it's in the back, but I can't tell from here right now. But I did start with this shade, and then I did go ahead and I added this into the crease just because this was a little bit too dark to add into the crease. And then I did go ahead and I used this black in the outer corner, and then I was debating on whether or not to use this one, the shimmer shade, all over the eyelid, but I didn't want it to be too smoky. And I will say the shimmers are a little bit sheer than I expected it. Like right there, it doesn't look sheer, but in person, it kind of does look a little bit sheer, but that is okay. Like I said, I didn't want it to be too smoky. So I ended up using this middle shade right here, and I really like the way it turned out. I did go in with a finger first, and I didn't get a lot of pigment, and so I went in with the brush, and then I still felt like I needed to spray it, so I did go ahead. Any setting spray is good to spray it, and then so that is what is all over my eyelid, and I think that is it so far. So when we go finish the eyes afterwards, I'm probably going to put this in the bottom lower lash line, or maybe even this one, and then maybe add a little bit of this red, and then I am going to add this to the brow bone and the inner corner. It is like a duochrome, I want to say. According to this says it's a satin, but it does have some, I don't know if you could tell, like you see it has some luminosity to it. Let me go ahead and swatch it. So I think that will definitely look pretty as an inner corner and brow bone color. But yeah, I don't know why it's not picking up the color in person, but I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what I did on my eyes and then what I plan on doing after we're done with the base. So let's go ahead and get into foundation. Oh yeah, and then I did already go ahead and I primed my face with the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush primer. It just looks like this. This is newer to me. I have been really enjoying this primer, so that is what I have on. And then again, I forgot to mention, don't mind my nails. They are atrocious right now. But anyway, so for foundation, this is a newer foundation. I have tried this once. This is the Urban Decay Face Bond Waterproof Foundation, up to 24-hour wear, plus 3% niacinamide, plus can't feel coverage. It just looks like this. This says it's up to 24-hour self-setting foundation, water, sweat, and humidity proof, smudge and transfer resistant, no powder needed. Okay, so this is the thing with this. It also says, I forgot to mention, it's lightweight, medium buildable coverage. Um, I don't love it as a lot of people do. I do have it in the shade 7 Fair Neutral. Let's start off with the packaging. So the color definitely looks more darker than when I take some out. It is lighter, but so just be careful if you plan on getting this. Don't go based off of this because it is a little bit darker than the actual foundation. When I tried this out the first time, I did no primer, no powder except for underneath the eyes, and what else? I think that is it. Oh, no setting spray. I did get oily after I want to say maybe 4 to 6 hours on my T-zone. I will give it that it does self set, so you don't really need to put powder. I am going to put powder in the center of my face, and I'm not going to put powder anywhere else except for like my bronzer powder and my blush and highlighter powder. But as far as like loose powder or a pressed powder, I'm just going to put it underneath my eyes and in my T-zone. So like I said, I don't stay as matte as I would love to. So I definitely think this isn't a long wearing foundation. I do feel like this is more of a light coverage. You can build it up a little bit, but not as much. I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to tell you guys about it. So yeah, it's not my favorite. I did use this with a brush. Today I'm gonna try it with a sponge to see how I like it. I did when I build it up, I just built it up right here in my cheeks the first time, and I used a sponge and I liked it more that way. So I think I might get more coverage with a sponge with this. So we'll go ahead and try a sponge today. I'm gonna go ahead and shake it because like I said, I've only used this once and it's been a while since I've used this. But based off of first impressions, This isn't my favorite, so we'll give it another go to see. I did put this like this the first time. I don't recommend doing that. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to put it on the sponge. I'm not sure how much I should use. I'm just going to put about that much, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully the sponge doesn't soak up a lot of the product. I don't know what is going on with my skin. I did use a new face wash. I used the one from Inky List, I think it's called. And I'm not sure if it was old and it broke me out, because as you can tell, like, look at my nose, it's really red and in the center. So I'm not sure. I did get it at TJ Maxx or Marshalls. I can't remember where. So that might be why. But we will see if I use it again. So this is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and just put it on my nose. I kind of feel like the sponge soaked a lot of the product up. Let me just put it on my nose to see what it looks like so I can show you guys. Yeah, I'm not getting very much coverage. This is what it looks like. So I can see a little bit of redness still. On camera, you can't tell as much, but in person, I could definitely tell. I could definitely see my skin peeking through. I could see my redness right here and a little bit in my nose. And you got to work fast with this product because it does dry down pretty quickly. So just keep that in mind. But I'm gonna go ahead and just put a little bit down here. I don't want to miss the neck. But so far, this isn't my favorite foundation. I'm just being honest with you guys. But this is without the foundation, and then this is with the foundation. On camera it doesn't look bad, and in person it doesn't look bad either. I definitely think I like it more with the sponge, even though I feel like it did soak up quite a bit of product. I feel like it looks better with the sponge rather than with the brush. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to finish putting this on. I am going to put on some concealer. Just I don't have a new concealer, so I'm going to do that off camera. And then I think what we'll do is come back because I do have a liquid bronzer and blush, so we'll do that. Concealer is on, and I did go ahead and I put a little bit of powder on the center of my face and underneath my eyes. I did use for concealer the Pat McGrath. I'm just trying to use this up because it is getting older. I have it in the shade L5. This is a little bit too dark for me, so I did go in with the KKW number 2 concealer just to give me a little bit of brightness. I am trying to finish both of these concealers up, and then I think I already told you guys I went in with the Charlotte Tilbury brightening powder underneath my eyes. And then for the center of my face, I just went ahead and I used this Hourglass Veil translucent setting powder, and this is what the complexion is looking like right now. So let's go ahead. I do have cream blush and bronzer that I want to try. So for cream bronzer, I do have this one from Too Faced. It just looks like this. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Melting Bronzing and Sculpting Stick. I do have it in the shade Chocolate Souffle. Hopefully this is a good color for me. I'm not sure how I want to apply this. I don't know if I want to go directly on my skin or just put some on a brush. This is what the packaging looks like. First of all, really pretty packaging, and then it has the TF on the top with the heart, and then you just pop it off, and then this is what the color looks like. Let's go ahead and give it a swatch just to see what it looks like. Ooh, that is very creamy. So I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is let's put some on the back of my hand. Ooh, that's very creamy. Yeah, let's put some on the back of my hand, and then I'll get a brush. I'm not sure if this brush is too big for what I want. This is from BH number 3. That's all it says. And I'm just going to swirl my brush in the products. Hopefully I pick it up. That is what the color looks like. And then let's start putting it on the cheeks. You can't really see the product, can you? I feel like the lights are too bright, maybe. You could barely see it. So I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, did that pick up product? Yeah, that barely shows. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get some more. We'll try this on one side and then on the other side I'll put it on directly. Hopefully I don't regret it, but what I'll do is I'll just go ahead, get some of the product on here. Ooh, not too much. I feel like oh yeah, picking up way too much when I do it like that. Let's try this again. Okay, getting more product that way. So maybe going in with the brush first, picking up the product and then dabbing it on the hand. But now I feel like, oh, I picked it too much. Ooh, let me get the butt of my sponge and just blend it out. I'm not sure if I love that. That looks a little bit better. I am playing with new lights and a new mic. You're gonna have to let me know what you guys think. I like the mic so far. The lights I'm still playing with, but now I feel like that took it off. I don't like this. I thought I was gonna like it. Everybody else liked it. Why don't I like it? um, let's see. Let's do it. Is it maybe the brush? I feel like maybe it's the brush because usually I don't use this brush for bronzer, but you see it more on the forehead. Interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I feel like I wasted a lot of product putting it on the back of my hand. What I'm going to go ahead and do is let's try the other side and let's put it on directly to the skin. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, yeah, this is very creamy. This almost reminds me of the LYS bronzing stick. That one I don't love. I like it, but I would use that more so for underpainting, and I feel like this one I would also use more for underpainting as well. Just because, like I said, this is a little bit too creamy for my liking. Yeah, you see, it still looks like a lot putting directly on the skin. Put the brush down and see. Yeah, that's way too much. I'm gonna have to go in with the sponge, but that is what it's looking like so far. I mean, it looks decent on the forehead. It's just the cheeks. I feel like I'm having a hard time playing with it. Let me see if I could pick up on this side. Yeah, guys, I don't know if I love this. I'm gonna have to play with it some more off camera, but so far, based off of first impressions, I am not loving it. Okay, I turned down my lights just because I feel like the lights were a little bit too bright, and I feel like that looks much better, but I still don't love the bronzer. So, like I said, I'll play with that some more. But let's go ahead and move on to cream blush or liquid blush. I do have this one from Ciel. I think that's how you pronounce it. This is the blush broad spectrum SPF 50 sunscreen blush and protect. Yeah, so it's a liquid blush. I do have it in the shade Christy. It's more of a neutral color. It says directions: place a small drop in the center of your cheeks, blend with fingers, brush, or sponge. Layer over, tint, and protect, or use alone for a healthy blush. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is, I'm not sure what it has. This is what the color looks like. That is a really pretty color. If it's a, oh yeah, so it's one of these situations. I don't feel like I want to go directly on my skin, so I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is, again, I'm going to place some on the back of my hand like that. Ooh, that is a really pretty color. I like that color, and it's going to go perfect with this eye color. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take this Real Techniques 405. This is the um Instapop cheek brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up the product like this and make sure my brush is nice and coated with the product. This is a very light color, very flush color. I like it, but I wish it had a little bit more pigment. Let's go ahead and just put maybe one dot on my cheek like that just to see if we can get some more color. Okay, that looks way better. I like this color a lot. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other cheek. I'm just going to start off by putting some more on the back of my hand and then putting it on and then putting a dot on my cheek because I feel like that is going to be better. But these cream products, you guys, they absorb so quickly on the back of my hand. Like there's literally nothing there no more. Then the same thing happened with the cream bronzer. Like it melted into my skin. So that's a little disappointing. But again, I'm just going to do the same thing. Just stipple the brush into the product like that. Make sure my brush is completely coated with the product and then go ahead and go onto my cheeks. But it is a really pretty color. I like this color a lot. I just feel like you would have to build it up quite a bit to get the desired pigment you want. But I feel like for the summertime, like with a no makeup look, like if you just want to put some SPF or like a skin tint or something, and then a blush and maybe a highlighter and get out the door, I think this would be a really nice blush for that. But so far, not bad. I do like this blush from Ciel, and I think I said the name Christy is the name of this one. I like this one a lot. I'm back, and I did go ahead and I put powder, blush, and bronzer on off camera. I just used the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Bronzer. I am trying to finish this up. And then I did use the Benefit Starla blush. I love this blush. It is just a pretty neutral blush. And then I did go ahead and I lined my lips with the KKW lip liner in nude 0.5 just in case you have it in your collection and you want to put it on. So I did go ahead and do that. I probably should have did my eyebrows off camera too, but I'll do that in a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about highlighters. So for highlighter, I have two different highlighters. I have the Fenty Beauty highlighter. This is the Demi Glow Light Diffusing Highlighter. I do have it in the shade 01 Pretty Pearls. This one I have tried once and I feel like it's a little bit too light for my skin. So I did go ahead and I went back and I bought the next one up in Prosecco. So I have these ones, and then I also have the one from Iconic London. This is the Lit and Luminous Baked Highlighter. This is just a universal. Let me go ahead and swatch these just because I'm not sure which one I want to use that will match this look. So this is the one from Iconic London. This is what this one looks like. This one looks really pretty. You could tell it is a baked formula. This almost reminds me of the ones from Milani, that formula. This is okay. I don't have nothing on my back of my hands. Ooh, that is pretty. Um, that might be pretty. Okay, and then let's go ahead and swatch the ones from Fenty. I'll start with the first one and then I'll swatch the second one. This is the Fenty one, the first one. Oh, they almost look identical on camera and even in person, except the one from Iconic London is a little bit more pinky tone, and the one from Fenty is more of a pout in your face color. So far I like the one in Iconic London. And then let me go ahead and swatch number 2 Prosecco Pop. I probably should have returned the first one, but it's okay. I can mix and match if I need to. And then this is, ooh, this one looks darker. So yeah, maybe I will keep both. Oh yeah, that is definitely darker. So I'm gonna have to mix and match both the shade 1 and 2 from Fenty. But I think since I've already tried the one from Fenty off camera, I think I want to try the one from Iconic London because I feel like that's gonna go better with this look. So let me go ahead and, like I said, we'll use the one from Iconic London today. And then let me go ahead and let me see, what kind of brush should I use for this? I have this one from Real Techniques, the 402 setting brush, but I'm not sure if this is gonna pick up as nice as I would like it to. Where is the one I like to use? I should have just left it out because I like that one better. I'm talking about the one from what is it? Why am I drawing a blank? It's the one from Sigma. I don't know why I couldn't remember. But I can't find it. So I'm just gonna use this one. This is from Jaclyn Hill, the J02. It's similar to the Sigma one that I want to use, but this one's a little bit more fluffier. Hold on, let me get the one from Sigma because I feel like that's gonna work better for this highlighter from Iconic London. I found the brush. This is the FO3 High Cheekbone Highlighter. Just looks like this. Like I said, it's from Sigma. You guys, I'm so upset. When I don't know what the heck happened, but when I was looking for this brush, I noticed that there was highlighter everywhere. And when I went to check, it was the Fenty one. It cracked a little bit. I think it's this, no, the second one in Prosecco. I don't know what happened, but it made a mess. It got all over my floor. It's a little crack right there, but still, it made quite a bit of a mess. So I'm not happy about that, but we're just going to go ahead and move on. So I'm just going to go ahead and put some on my brush, and then I'll go ahead and tap just a little bit off to see, and then we'll place it. I don't want to put it in my brow bone or in the inner corner because I'm going to use something else, but we'll just go ahead and put it here. Oh, you could, ooh, that's pigmented. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out right now, but let me just go ahead and finish putting it everywhere else. I feel like that's too stark for me. I like a blingy highlighter, but I don't like it to be like almost white. See how like it's almost white? So what I think I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna put a little bit of the Fenty on top, the darker shade, maybe just a little bit. I feel like this one is more pressed in there pretty tightly because I'm really having to like put my brush in the product to get it on the actual brush. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just feel like it's just a little bit too punchy for what I like. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm just going to top the one from Fenty just on my cheeks and right here where I put it. The center of my face, I don't mind a blingier um, highlight. Like that looks really good in the center. It's just like cheeks, I don't really love it. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. And then while I'm off camera, I'm going to go ahead and put on mascara. I'm going to do my eyebrows. And then I'm going to set my face with the setting spray. This is from Gerard Cosmetics. This is the Slay All Day setting spray. I'm just trying to use this up, but I really, really do like this. And then we will come back. I will finish with my lips, and then we will talk about the products that I used in today's video. Before we finish off with lips, I do want to tell you guys what I've used on my eyes off camera. So I did go ahead and I did use a couple of these eyeshadows in my lower lash line. I went ahead and I used this one, and then first I went in with this darker shade with a like definer brush just in the outer part of my under eye, like maybe in the halfway mark, and then I did blend it out with this shade right here. And then I did go ahead and I used this as a liner, just a soft eyeliner on the top. It wasn't too much. And then I did use this shade up here. This is a satin with some type of like sheen. You could tell there's like a shift to it. I did use that color in my brow bone and inner corner. And I think that is all I did with this. And then I did go ahead and I used this Flower Beauty cream and chrome eyeliner duo. The black side, I did put this in my waterline. And then for mascara, I did use the e.l.f. lash extender. And then for my brows, I just went ahead and I put the NYX Stick It brow gel. So let's go ahead. Like I said, we're going to put on a lip product. This is the YSL Love Shine Rouge, and this is in the shade, it doesn't have it on the bottom. I'm not 100% sure. I'll go ahead and I'll leave something up here to let you guys know what shade it is. I think it's Rosewood, but yeah, Rosewood 201. That is the name and the number. It just looks like this. I'm going to go ahead and top off my lips with this product. And I will tell you, I had to refilm some of this video, and I already know how I feel with this lipstick because I had to take this off and then put it back on. I like it. I just feel like it doesn't last a long time. But it is a really pretty color, but that is what it looks like. But yeah, guys, that is the completed look. What do we think? I absolutely love this look. Let me go ahead and get close to you guys and give you guys one final look. Okay guys, let me give you guys some quick thoughts on the products that I tried in today's video, what I like, what I didn't like, and what I need more time using. So let's start off with the products that I loved in today's video. I surprised that I actually like the YSL lipstick. It's comfortable, it's pretty. The only thing I would say is that these don't last a long time. I had to apply already like 3 times. So just keep that in mind, but it does feel really nice on the lips and I like the color. And then the Ciel liquid blush, I really do like it a lot. I'm gonna have to play with this some more. I like the color. I just not sure about the formula, but I do really like it so far. And then the last thing that I absolutely loved in today's video was the Dior eyeshadow palette. I really love the way this eye look came out. It's smoky, but it's not too smoky. It's not too grungy, and that is something that I really like about this palette. But overall, really loved this palette. And then the two products that I'm kind of not sure about that I need to try out some more are both the highlighters. The one from Iconic London and Fenty Beauty. It's just personal preference for these. So like I said, I'm going to test these out some more and then I will let you guys know in a video my final thoughts on these. But like I said, I just need to play with them some more. They're really pretty. Just I don't know. I have to figure out what I don't like and what I do like about them. And then finally, the last products. These are the products that I just didn't love in today's video. The Urban Decay foundation. This is my second time trying it and I still don't love it. I have had this on for a couple hours now and I feel like I'm starting to look a little glowy in the center of my face even though I powdered and all that. So I gotta play with this some more, but I'm not loving it. This is the second time that I've tried it that I still don't love it. But yeah, so this is a pass. And then the Too Faced cream bronzer, it's just too emollient for me and I feel like I had to work too hard to get pigment and it was just too finicky for me. Like I said, this does remind me of the LYS cream bronzer stick, but yeah, not my favorite. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and don't forget, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye.